Welcome to the produce aisle. I want to clear something up about gain. It is not just volume. It is not just distortion. It is not just laundry detergent. I'm a little annoyed at all the videos I've seen about it. They go too technical too fast, when really all I wanted to know was, what the heck is gain? So here's what gain is. Gain is the amount. It's a measurement of how much signal goes into an electronic thing. It's kind of related to volume, but not really. Volume is a secondary process. I'm not really going to go into it with much depth. I just want to let you know it has nothing to do with volume. It's not the same. Well, it has a little bit to do with volume, but it is not the same. It's like a camera lens where it lets in light. And depending on how much light you get is how much of a picture you can get. If you're in a low light situation, you need a wide open camera lens to let as much light in as possible. If you're in a low signal situation, you need a large gain situation. You need to let in as much signal as you can with a high gain. In a high light situation, a really bright situation, you need a small camera lens. It's letting in less signal, so there's less of a chance that it'll get clipped. And I'll explain what clipping means, but it basically means distorting. And you'll see the waveforms themselves, they're actually literally clipped off because the wave would be much, much larger than what is contained within the recording. I will demonstrate the difference, and hopefully the light bulb will go off for you as well about the difference between gain and volume, and also gain and distortion. Not the same, and there's a lot of... Oh, here's my cat. Hi, Gary. Are you going to show the people what gain means? Okay. So I will demonstrate gain by screaming into this microphone and whispering into this microphone and speaking at a normal volume. And we'll do that with high gain and then a low gain. And then you'll see what I mean about how it's really different from volume. And it creates a different quality of sound depending on the gain level. So let's do it. Gary, are we done? Will you let me do it? Okay. Here I am in Cakewalk, and I recorded some different examples of different signal levels and different gain levels and how they show up as a waveform and how it looks to normalize them. There's our little volume meter that'll show us if we can get them to the same volume. I'm going to shoot for -10 decibels so that we can see the difference in quality between different levels of signal with different levels of gain. I kept it really simple, so when I say next to no gain, that means the knob on my PreSonus is turned all the way down. All the way down. The mic picks it up anyway because this is a phantom powered mic, and I think that has something to do with it, but that's a video for another time. I did 3 examples with it all the way down and then all the way up. Then I did 3 examples with 3 different levels of signal. So I'll go through these. This first one, I was speaking very softly and there's next to no gain. Volume meter is moving a little bit, but not much. So let's try to get it to move up to -10. What we have to do is actually work this I think it's called makeup gain. They call it input gain. So it's like we have the gain on our machine, and then once it's recorded, there's nothing that turning that knob's going to do for the recording. But turning this makeup gain will make all the difference.
And I'm singing. This is the gain on
So I've cranked it up, and you can see I've almost got it to my -10 decibels.
And I'm singing.
But I still can have volume as another process to use.
So let's see if we can get it up. And I'm singing. This is the gain on a microphone.
That's probably good. Okay, so there's our average -10. So we've got that one normalized. Moving on, this next one, I was speaking at kind of a conversational level with that no gain. So let's see if we can where that's sitting and if we can get that to -10.
This is the gain on a microphone.
It's still twitching a little.
Really,
super low.
Really low.
So let's pump up the makeup gain, see if that does it.
This is the gain on a microphone.
Good. This next one is, I was basically screaming, shouting into the microphone with the next to no gain, and it's kind of a healthy looking signal actually, but it probably doesn't sound great. So let's have a listen and see where it's sitting on our volume meter.
This is the gain on a microphone, and you can't even see that because it's way down, and I'm basically screaming.
Yeah.
way down, and I'm basically
screaming. We're going to call that about
this is the gain on a mic.
Onto the high gain setting. This is one where I had it cranked all the way up. Most sensitive setting. This first one with mega high gain all the way up, I was just into the mic. So have a listen.
This is the gain on I'm whispering, and it's all the way up.
Okay, so then that's hovering around -10. This is a normal speaking voice with crazy high gain.
This is the gain with it's pretty normal, and I'm speaking in a normal tone, and oh my God, it's one big.
So I had to turn the makeup gain almost all the way down to get it to that -10 decibels. Then the last one is I was screaming into the extremely high, sensitive, what we call a hot mic. That's a hot mic when there's lots of gain. So this is going to be screamy. I'm already just going to turn down the makeup gain because it's going to be nuts.
This is the gain when it's all the way up. Screaming, it's kind of...
Okay, that shows you. They're going to have wildly different qualities based on how much signal was coming through and how much gain I had on that signal. All the same volume. You saw it is on the meter. They're all -10, thereabouts. Let's do a quick listen through now that they're normalized to -10.
This is the gain on
It's kind of nice, actually. It's sort of intimate.
And it's
then here's the normal one.
This is the gain on a microphone when it's really
okay. In a real recording situation, I'd want a more normal level of gain. And then here's the screamy one.
This is the gain on a microphone, and you can't even see that because it's way down and up.
It almost sounds far away. Okay, and then here's our super high gain. Hot.
This is the gain on I'm whispering.
Hear every little thing.
This is the whispering, and it's all the way up.
And here's the sort of normal, and here we get into distortion land.
This is the gain with it's pretty normal, and I'm speaking in a normal voice.
And then into this distortion one.
I'm basically screaming. It's kind of painful.
I hope that really demonstrates the difference between gain and volume and how much of an enormous difference it can make in your sonic quality to have those things in balance or out of balance. You can even exploit this if you wanted to record a vocal that was like super hot, screamy vocal, but if you mixed it with a normal vocal, that could be kind of cool. It could give it some texture. Anyway, I hope that was clear and that you learned what you wanted to learn about gain and how it's not the same as volume, not the same as distortion. It's probably a great laundry detergent, but it's helpful to know as a producer how to exploit this kind of stuff for color and fun and how to get a good, healthy signal. Always good. All right. Well, I hope you have a beautiful whatever time of day it is for you, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.